Filming has begun in spectacular style for the latest instalment of the Godzilla vs. Kong franchise. The action took place in the heart of the glitter strip.
Move over, Tom Hanks and Elvis. Something much bigger has come to town. Surfers Paradise became Rio this morning. Brazilian lifeguards, taxis and military police. Hours of preparation.
What's going on out there? What's going out and up?
Before a sight at sea caused quite a commotion.
What's going on? Looking up, it's up high in the sky, and back it up, and run!
Something was coming out of the ocean and everyone's freaked out.
It's called a secret, top secret. It's something to do with a gorilla and a dinosaur.
Once the computer-generated imagery experts are done, Godzilla will be striding through the surf on the Gold Coast's busiest beach.
We've been watching it from our room up there all morning.
The city was used as the location for the previous Godzilla film, where the angry lizard fought the giant ape, King Kong. Much of the work was then done inside studios. Perhaps this time we might get to see what's causing all the fuss. The new Godzilla flick is due for release in 2024.
Hi everyone, we're here in Australia about to start production on the new monster. Oh, talent's here? Gotta go.
In today's video, we are talking about the MonsterVerse, which is one of my favorite categories and favorite things to talk about here on the channel. So as we know, Godzilla vs. Kong is getting a sequel, and this led everyone to believe that Godzilla and Kong were gonna be fighting against each other again, but that's not the case, and I never thought it would be the case. So, yo, what is good YouTube? Wish you here. If you are new around, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, pop culture based videos that we do on a daily basis. If you could subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know, who do you think the villain for Godzilla vs. Kong sequel is actually going to be? I don't know if that's the official title, but that's the title and literally every headline for this movie. And also, if you could, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. Also, check us out on Twitter at WarstuG. That is the best way to interact with me over on Twitter. So, let's get into this video. So, before the video started, I played some footage from Adam Wingard on the set of this movie because I thought the skit that he did on his Instagram was pretty darn funny. And then I played the Australian clip, which was the first look at Godzilla vs. Kong 2, because that's kind of relevant to the information that has come out. So this is why I always say don't trust trades, because the title that trades were given this before it started production in Australia was Son of Kong. So I think what's going to happen is the Son of Kong may eventually appear in this movie, maybe. Now, in Godzilla vs. Kong, we got to see a lot of Hollow Earth, but you could call the information that's actually come out technically a plot leak or a plot reveal because it is quite precise. So, we know this movie is coming out March the 15th, 2024, and I can't freaking wait. Now, Godzilla is 100% confirmed to be returning to the Kaiju MonsterVerse. So, now let's break down what it actually says. Follows up the explosive showdown of Godzilla vs. Kong with an all-new cinematic adventure, pitting the almighty Kong and the fearsome Godzilla against a colossus, undiscovered threat hidden within our world, challenging their very existence. And our own, the epic new film will divulge further into the history of those titans, their origins, and the mysteries of Skull Island and beyond, whilst uncovering the mythic battle that helped forge the extraordinary beings and tying them to humankind forever. See, that sounds pretty cool. So it's not actually Godzilla vs. Kong fighting, although technically they could fight at some point. It just doesn't actually exactly say that. It seems like they will be teaming up together to take on a new, undiscovered threat hidden within our world. Now, that doesn't mean we haven't seen said threat before. Now, I'm not expecting it to be Behemoth or Mothra or a new Mechagodzilla. It could literally be anyone. But this is a huge update for the Kaiju MonsterVerse. We're getting an Origins update within this movie, allegedly. So 2024 March isn't that far away. So, after the Godzilla vs. Kong movie came out, the fan favorite for who people wanted was Destroyer. Now, Destroyer could technically be the villain for this movie. Now, the clip we played before the video started had people looking up. Could it be a threat from above? But Destroyer would be the perfect monster to test Godzilla's morals. As we know, Destroyer is a very interesting enemy, species, monster, because the seeds for his arrival have been planted, and he can add a new dimension to Godzilla's character. In his origin, Destroyer was created, and essentially was mutated by the oxygen destroyer that was used to kill Godzilla in the original film. This mutation and the organism into a single meta form with immense strength, durability, and an energy blade that emulates from his horn. Destroyer is one of Godzilla's most physical threats, but it's his joy in causing mayhem that sets him apart. So Destroyer would be a freaking beast. Destroyer is a monster born outside of the natural order that delights its suffering of others. So, would Godzilla and Kong have to team up to take out Destroyer? We don't know. Now, I'm probably going to butcher the name, but another fan favorite that came up was Gigan. Gigan. Gigan was another fan favorite that really could define what could be a cool villain, because another monster of exponential origin to make the franchise. But where Ghidorah is its own species, this one is a mechanical denomination, is part of the space dinosaur, part robot, and one of Godzilla's most brutal foes. Now, we know whoever the villain for this movie isn't really going to be a Kong villain. It's going to be more of a Godzilla villain. Now, equipped with giant hook hands, a buzzsaw on his abdominal, and an atomic laser from his forehead. One of the few monsters who has a legitimately injured Godzilla. Gigan brings a slasher villain quality that hasn't been seen in the Kaiju MonsterVerse yet. Now, that could be the villain again. It could be literally anyone. Or, I think it's more likely going to be a villain that's from outer space, if you ask me. Although the plot synopsis has the word in that undiscovered colossal threat hidden within our world, that doesn't actually mean said villain is already there, does it? It's a bit misleading, I think, because if said villain is there, is it going to be a threat that comes from inside Hollow Earth? We did see the eggs, we did see a bunch of things that could be different species inside Hollow Earth. It literally could be anyone. I'm just spitballing. Realistically, I'm just spitballing here. But I think Destroyer would be a cool villain. Gigan would be a cool villain. But it's going to be very interesting to see where the Kaiju MonsterVerse goes. And it's freaking fantastic that 2024, it's not that far away. But we know what everyone wants, destroy all monsters, which is kind of going to be the MonsterVerse variation of Infinity War and Endgame, where all the monsters fight each other for an all-out war. But that would mean a complete reboot to the Kaiju MonsterVerse, so I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, to be honest. But it would be freaking insane. So let me know, who is most realistically going to be the enemy, the villain of Godzilla vs. Kong sequel, aka Godzilla vs. Kong 2. Personally, I think Destroyer or Gigan should be, but it literally could be anyone from Hollow Earth. We don't know because they're already hidden. It's going to be very fascinating. It could literally be anyone. They did hint that there will be multiple new monsters. Some people think the Behemoth will appear in this movie. We don't know. I think it'd be cool to have a villain come from outer space again. Not Ghidorah. Could be a different variant of Ghidorah. We don't know. Anything's possible in this Kaiju MonsterVerse. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. Check us out on Twitter, WarstuG, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and I'll try my best to do more Kaiju MonsterVerse based videos when there's enough information to talk about. So like always, guys, I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch y'all later.